Well, good afternoon everyone, and it's just past 4:30 here at Juma in South Africa, and sorry, there's a bush that I just thought it was movement in the background. I thought it was a water butt, and we're about to go and drive. Just a couple of changes for the drive this afternoon, and maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see how it goes. The big problems that we had with the signal has been found. James very triumphantly about 10 past 4 was way up the mast, and he found something that can or could solve part of the problem. But what that does mean is we've got very, very limited range. We've got about in acres, probably about 10 acres or so, about 5 hectares or so that we can drive. Literally just quarantine this area close to camp. Should make it all the way down to Gari Waterhole. So for this afternoon, we're going to just adapt it a little bit. Game guys starting to leave as well. We're going to do a short drive. I saw a few Impala just back there. We'll go back to them in a little bit. We'll just look around quarantine a bit, look at some bird life, and just sort of take a little bit of time out here just to enjoy the afternoon. And also please send in some questions, those of you that have any questions regarding something specific here at Juma or just whatever. You want to feel like we a little bit later, we'll try and end down by Gari Waterhole and just answer a few questions and just sort of have a little chat. So we'll see how the drive goes. It might be a short one of 15-20 minutes, might be a little bit longer, just depending on what might show up. But the good news is we have found a large part of the problem. I think James and the rest of us will be up later tonight as well, seeing if we can do anything more to it. And we'll keep fighting the dragon until it's 100% through. But for now, let's just go look around. James is behind the camera as well. Dan is back in the live control center, and my name is Peter Pretorius. Let's go look around. There's a luri around us now. There's a roller that's going to sit down. We'll do a bit of birding as well. See how close we can get to this roller. One of James's favourite birds. Landed somewhere else. Seems like there's quite a bit of bird life on quarantine this afternoon. Already seen some hornbills, drongo, roller, luries, some aramount babblers. So lots of activity this afternoon from the feathered friends. Franklins. Sneaking over the grass here next to us. Look at that, let's get a bit closer to them. More spotted, James. Dwarf mongoose. Might have to sit for a couple of minutes, or not a couple of minutes, couple of seconds maybe. I'm sure they'll pop their heads out. Quite a bit of attention there, very alert. You can see how visual that is. Look at those ears, how they jump out at you. Also the markings inside the ears, the markings around the nose. I mean, if you're a predator and you're walking along and you're stalking something, suddenly you see all those ears pointing your way. Sort of a visual indication as well that game's over, you've been spotted. Over the back of the other one. Oh, that one now.
You've got a nice winter coat on them.
Yeah, they probably also have their feathers ruffled up, their coats ruffled up a bit. But James is mentioning there, if you look at this individual, see it looks a bit darker. I think it might also have the shadow of the tree over it, but often the hair on the body stands up a little bit. Early mornings you see it a lot. But they do also grow a slightly thicker coat. The baboons also, a lot of the animals you start seeing in the winter, slightly more hairy. We're going to work our way closer to those impalas. On route also think we might have a look at a few more birds. There's some hornbills ahead. Wow, didn't even know. What a surprise. Said we've got a short drive ahead of us, very small area to cover, but of course, benefit of being in such a spectacular area is you can just come across a lion. More specifically, a lioness with quite a full belly. Earlier today there was a lot of noise around here from the monkeys and the baboons. This should obviously be why. Ah, fantastic. Did you copy that message from Aaron about slumming down? Clean the road plan. I think I caught a bit of it, but we can check with him. As you probably heard me say on the radio there to Andrew, I don't know which lioness this is yet, but I would guess that it's probably the sandy touch female, the one that's up towards Buffelshoek Dam. She's got a very full belly, the one we briefly saw last night. You know, she was mostly sleeping. Look at that. Great view now. Again, if she moves, we might not see more of her, but we've managed to get in here. We worry about how we're going to get out of here later. Absolutely fantastic. Big full belly, so she's not hungry, but then again, she is a predator, she is an opportunist. If she does find something that's worthwhile stalking around here, she's certainly not going to let an opportunity go to waste. Very lucky, and she keeps moving this way. She might even head back closer to a road again. We'll have to see. Jigga is jiggaing. We've been playing with the name Jigga or Jika. Little car. Unfortunately, the name word translated into Jika, as we pronounce it out here, Jigga. We spell it J-I-K-A. Means to weave or to wind, to really be very nimble and quick around turns and bends. So often we say leopard, and leopard is maybe jigga-jiggaing through the bush, or in this case this is a perfect example of this car being able to do that. So it's a name that suddenly seems to be a name for this little car already. In the meantime, let's see if we can find this lioness again. She headed into this stuff.